So, as you guys may be aware of the recent hires of two NFL stars taking over the helm of HBCU football programs. One is Michael Vick, who was one of the most influential football players the NFL has seen over the last few decades, as he will be taking over as the head coach for the Norfolk State Spartans. And another big signing that we just recently seen, which was Desean Jackson, who inked a deal with the Delaware State Hornets. Now, this is huge for HBCU football. We have another opportunity to take HBCU football to what it once was. We've seen what Deion Sanders did at Jackson State, where he spent 3 years. And in those 3 years, he revolutionized that program. We've seen an increase of media attention. We've seen an improvement of athletic facilities, and HBCU football, for once, had its own spotlight. Now, as we always talk about the rich history that HBCU football holds in the college football landscape, it's an opportunity for a lot of programs to benefit, especially the MEAC conference. And as you guys know, Dion took on the Jackson State Tigers, who's a part of the SWAC, and we've seen the SWAC get a lot of love in these recent years, but now it's time for the MEAC to get some shine. And as we know, Michael Vick and Desean Jackson are no strangers, as they were teammates on the Philadelphia Eagles, where they formed one of the NFL's most electrifying quarterback and receiver duos we've seen in some time. And now they will share a bond as head coaches in the same conference. This dynamic sets up a stage of exciting matchups in the future, heightened competition, and plenty of storylines. Having two NFL stars in the MEAC elevates the conference profile immediately, creating opportunities for more media coverage and national attention. And also, their rivalry could become one of the biggest draws in HBCU football. And if these hires succeed, the impact could ripple far beyond Norfolk State and Delaware State. Imagine a future where HBCUs regularly compete for the top prospects across the country. And when there's more media coverage, it allows other players to be found and seen from other universities. And with these once teammates taking on these new roles in the same conference, this sets up a new chapter in HBCU football history. These high-profile hires brings flashbacks to when Deion Sanders was hired as Jackson State's head coach just a few years ago. But with Michael Vick and Desean Jackson taking on their newly found roles as head coaches, could this be the start of a new wave of attention, talent, and resources for HBCU football programs? Or will this be another quick stint like it was for Deion? First, let's talk about the hiring of Michael Vick, a name synonymous with electrifying football. A former #1 overall draft pick and one of the most innovative quarterbacks of his generation. During his time in the NFL, Vick redefined what it meant to be a dual threat quarterback. Dual threat quarterbacks weren't appreciated as they are today, as pro style quarterbacks like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady reign supreme. But if we fast forward to today, you rarely see teams have quarterbacks who can't do both, as in pass and run. And now Michael Vick will bring his experience and influence to Norfolk State. What makes this hire even more special is that Michael Vick will be at home in Virginia, where he played high school football as well as college football. Born and raised in Newport News, Virginia, Vick's roots run deep in the state. His connection to the community adds an extra layer of significance to his role. He's not just a football icon, he's a hometown hero, leading one of Virginia's proudest HBCUs. Now let's take a closer look at what Vick is stepping into. Norfolk State is coming off of a 4-8 season where they went 2-3 in the MEAC. The Spartans showed flashes of potential in their season opener against FAMU, but struggled with consistency throughout the rest of the season. Vick's offensive expertise could be what this program needs to take the next step, especially with a young, talented quarterback in Jalen Daniels. Standing at 6'5" and weighing 220 pounds, Daniels threw for 11 touchdowns and ran for 4 more in the 2024 season. Under Vick's guidance, Daniel could evolve into one of the most dynamic players in the MEAC conference by instilling a creative offensive scheme and attracting top-tier talent. Vick has the tools to transform Norfolk State into a powerhouse in the MEAC. Meanwhile, over at Delaware State, you got Desean Jackson, who was known for his lightning speed and his knack for making game-changing plays. He has a tougher task at hand, but his reputation as a 3-time Pro Bowler and one of the most explosive receivers the NFL has ever seen will most likely make him a magnetic figure for recruits. Delaware State, however, is facing a steep climb as they finished the 2024 season 1-11 with an 0-5 MEAC record. And those numbers alone shows you that Desean has a tougher task at hand than Michael Vick. But this also offers Jackson an opportunity to build something special. And one player who could benefit from the presence of Coach Jackson in his first year is Micheal, who was the Hornets' best receiver after accumulating over 500 yards receiving on 38 receptions. With Jackson's mentorship, Lawley could elevate his game to new heights. And I believe Jackson will focus on the skill positions from day one, which will make Delaware State an exciting team to watch for explosive plays in the coming years. When Deion Sanders took over the job at Jackson State in 2020, it wasn't just a regular coaching hire, it was a movement. Because Coach Prime brought swagger to the university and confidence, which instantly elevated that program. And in just 3 seasons, he led Jackson State to back-to-back WAC championships and brought in historic recruits like Travis Hunter, who was the first 5-star prospect to commit to an HBCU in decades. Now the question is whether Michael Vick and Desean Jackson can replicate that success that Coach Prime had. They both bring star power and NFL credibility, but do they have the vision and commitment to take these programs to the next level? And that wraps up this video highlighting the recent hires in the HBCU football world. What do you guys think? Can Vick and Jackson bring lasting success to Norfolk State and Delaware State? Or are these short-term experiments? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And this is J.O.C. and we're out of here. Peace.